Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
So we react more Rockies franchise here in the show 17 today. We're going to go sim up to probably this All-Star game and check out the All-Star rosters for the season in 2018. So first thing first, to go sim up to the All-Star game and see what the rosters are and what the voting is. But currently the voting for this All-Star game, let me see this first. So we have a few players on here. You have like Jon Gray at 276 for our starting pitcher role at an All-Star game. When it comes to relievers though, we do not have Fernando Salazar on top once again. But we do have Ben Bowden there at 94K. But we go to closing pitcher right there, and we've Adam Ottavino at 218, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to go to the All-Star game and see what the voting is and all that kind of stuff, because doing it right now is almost useless. But last game was the huge domination over the White Sox, 11-0 in that game in Chicago. So take a look at that game and the stat line. So we had 14 hits, they had 6 hits, they had no runs, and we had 11 runs on the game, and we had tons of home runs too as well. Whereas Jon Gray, complete shutout game for him, 9 innings pitched, 6 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and 10 strikeouts on the day. So just almost a great game out of Jon Gray, though. He played fantastic. Whereas our offense was just money all day long. Arenado, Blackmon, and Story all had doubles. LeMahieu had a leadoff triple to start off the game. And David Dahl, Arenado both had 2 home runs. And Blackmon had a solo shot in like the 7th inning. But RBI, we have LeMahieu with 1, David Dahl with 4, Arenado with 4, Blackmon with 1, and it looks like Hernandez had 1. So this is a huge game overall for all our players involved. Everyone played well. Our pitching is great. Our offense is great. We really had no problems at all in the game against Chicago. So I guess now it's time to go sim up to the All-Star game. And after that, I'm probably going to sim up to this Philadelphia game and play the Phillies here in Coors Field. Because, I mean, why not play in Coors Field? We'll probably hopefully destroy them just like we did with the White Sox. But the Phillies roster is not that bad, but it's not as worse as Chicago is, though. The White Sox are just a mess right now. But we'll go and sim up to the All-Star game, and I'll see you at the voting. So huge trade just broke down here in this season as Miguel Sano is now a New York Yankee. So the 85 overall, 24-year-old third baseman is now a New York Yankee after the Twins went and traded him for Clint Frazier, Tyler Wade, and Frank Gaspar. So I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I guess he's in his final year of his contract. He's going to demand a lot of money, hopefully, to go and put the Yankees in I guess a cap crunch right there. But, I mean, they're getting prospects, though. So Tyler Wade and Clint Frazier should be pretty good, though, for Miguel Sano. So he's now a New York Yankee after the trade just broke down. So actually, I want to stop the simulation and see what those dudes look like and what their overalls are. Because I'm kind of wondering why they trade such a young player there for what they had. So we have Tyler Wade there. He is a shortstop, 72 overall, 23 years old. See potential, though. So I don't know what they're doing. I guess he's got some speed on him. But other than that, though, he's a pretty alright prospect, I guess. Now, he's on the Twins. And then we do have Clint Frazier there at 71, 23 years old, beat potential. And he's looking a lot better, though, than Wade, though. That's for sure. Because I thought like, Wade, he's alright, whereas Frazier, he seems like he might be decent in the near future if he gets more development. But, where is Gaspar, though? Here he is. Okay, so you have Frank Gaspar there, 66 overall, 21 years old, C potential. So two C potential guys, and a B for Miguel Sano. So it's a pretty cheap price tag, though, for sure. Whereas Gaspar, he's got some alright stuff. He's got good at keeping walks in check. He's clutch. He's got a good velocity, I guess, for his age. So I don't know what kind of trade the Twins are making. I guess they're really trying to dump some salary or something. He's only making $1 million, though, so they could even afford him on their team, because the Twins, they have really nobody on this team that is going to demand a huge contract besides maybe, I guess, Brian Dozier. But other than that, though, their cap situation is safe, so I don't know why they made that trade or anything at all. He's 24 years old, he's young, and they just give up a 24-year-old third baseman, 85 overall, for 3 prospects that might pan out, though. So I don't know what they're doing, I guess. They just really want to rebuild even more than they are right now. But nonetheless, though, the Yankees now have Sano on their team, and that was a perfect trade, though, for them. They barely gave up anything for a star who's going to help them right now in this league. So where's the Yankees right here and find why they made that trade, though? Do they need a third baseman right now? I'm pretty sure they do. And they do, okay. So now easy price tag, though. Beat potential, 85 overall, 24 years old, and now he's part of the New York Yankees. Look at that power, 83, 85. The Yankees just stole Sano from the Twins. So I don't know what happened here, though. Was he playing bad? I guess he might have been playing a little bit bad. 233 batting average, 37 RBI, 10 home runs. You mean he's on pace for what he averaged last year, practically, just a little bit less. So I don't know what's really going on here, I guess. Maybe he didn't want to play for the Twins and he's angry, I guess. Could have been a morale issue, too. So right now, he's happy they're in the Yankee system. He's only making $1.2 million. He wants 5.5. So even if you want a bigger contract, it might only be maybe, I guess, $7 million at the most, though. So I don't know what's going on here with Sano and the Twins. They must have had a falling out, I guess. But now he's for the Yankee system, and in a perfect place though for them. And now I guess going to trade Chase Headley for basically a cap dump, I guess, at $3.6 million. So perfect trade for the Yankees. He just stole Miguel Sano from the Twins. So nonetheless, could continue the sim and check out how our team is doing. Right now we're 47-35, so 12 games above 500. We're doing not too bad, so let's go sim up to this, I guess, San Fran series and see what the voting is so far. Actually, we'll sim past the San Fran series, up to this Detroit series. Right there, Carmen's back, and we're taking a few L's against the Dodgers, but we got swept by the Dodgers. Erasmus is back. Okay, so one thing about Erasmus, we'll place him on the bench because we don't want him in the string rotation. Erasmus, I want to try and trade him though, that's the thing. And Jack Erasmus, I gotta trade him like right now practically so he doesn't get injured again and we can actually get rid of him. And hopefully he can actually be able to be traded this season because last year you were able to go and trade Rule 5 players to other teams, so I think you might be able to pull it off this season if we try. So Jack Erasmus, where are you at? He's 71 overall, 28 years old. I mean, you look at his stats and he's great and all, but the thing is that he does not like it here in Colorado clearly. 76 overall, 71 overalls now is overall after that a player morale issue here. He's individual performance here, he's failing that. His contract, he wants $647,000. He's only making $80K, and that's not being his case at all when he's failing his league average performance. And right now he doesn't want to be. He wants to be in the rotation, and right now he's in the bullpen because he's a cancer in rotation, literally. So we'll go and take him right there, add him to the block. And does anybody want Jack Erasmus though? Please take him off our hands. And we got a pretty good trade, though, from the Orioles. A first baseman prospect, 26 years old, 66 overall. We got that prospect right there. We have Ted Shepard. So we have some decent backup players for Jack Erasmus. We have Danny Santana for the Red Sox. So we're not getting bad offers, though. We have Sam Travis, too. It was looking pretty good for us. Actually, wait, I want to see Sam Travis. We need a first baseman for sure, like a backup guy, because that way we can go and get rid of what we have in Mark Reynolds, because Mark Reynolds is like a 69 overall. He's making $1.4 million just to sit on the bench, so, and he's failing his individual performance too as well. So if we get Sam Travis, put him on the bench as our backup first baseman and infield player basically. And it seems like he's got some pretty good power on him, though. He's got 67 against lefties, 56 against righties, not that bad, I guess. His fielding's 66, and all of his stuff is going up, though, so he's not going down at all. He's not treading down. But is this year right now, how is he playing? He does not have any record yet. But, I mean, he's alright, though. I like Sam Travis, though. He's a possible trade option for what we have in Jack Erasmus. And even in this trade as well, you have Nate Carnes, and you're 76 overall, 30 years old. This man's got some filthy stuff on him for a 76. So he's got the 74 Ks per 9. He's got a 67 in hits per 9. I mean, he's got some alright stuff for his overall. That's what I'm going to say right there. He wants to be depth, which will put him in depth, obviously. And right now, he seems to be having a pretty good year, though, for the Pawtucket Red Sox, though. He's above league average. He wants to be in a contender. We're practically a contender in a way. So, I mean, we're all right there. He's making the right amount of money. I mean, it's a perfect fit for us in our team. So, Nate Carnes and Sam Travis, pretty good trade right there. I'm going to go check out some more trades, but right now, that's my number one trade for Jack Erasmus. Yankees will have Trace Thompson right there. We have Jeremy Hazelbaker. We have a few decent guys. Plus, you have a whole bunch of prospects here that are B potential from the Yankees. The Yankees, they're selling all their prospects for players that can help them right now. And I guess they really want to win right now with all those trades they're making. But the Rays of Steven Souza Jr. Souza's actually pretty good, though. 75, 20 years old, B potential. What does Steven Souza have? That's actually a pretty good trade, though. We're getting a decent player if we get Souza. Only thing is he's making $1.9 million, but if we trade Mark Reynolds, that just writes it off practically right there. He's got alright power, great fielding, decent speed. I mean, Steven Souza would fit in great in our system as a backup player on the bench. But does he want to play backup? That's the thing. He wants to play platoon. So throw him in every once in a while as a DH would fit in for a system. And we're better than the Rays, so you'd be happy there. Team performance, even though he doesn't care. He's making the right amount of money, or we have a good coaching staff, so he would be happy there. And right now, he's born in Washington, which is, I guess, close to Colorado in a way, though. So it's better than Tampa Bay. So, I mean, Steven Souza and that trade with the Red Sox right now are just perfect trades for us. So I don't know why we're getting such good trades for Jack Erasmus, though. This man does not want to play anywhere in MLB right now because of his salary situation. So I don't know what's going on here, but we'll go to the Blue Jays. And here's a guy, though, Dalton Pompey for Jack Erasmus, just straight up right there. Now, this trade is very interesting to me because, I mean, I like Dalton Pompey. I'm a Blue Jays fan. I like the guy. But Pompey, check him out in center field. This man's got almost everything, though. He's got speed, he's got fielding, he's got alright contact and power. I mean, that's decent, I guess. He'll only go up in the next few years. He's kind of a project right now, but if we get him developing, this man could be great for us as a backup player on the bench someday. And right now he's batting .242 on the season. He's got 10 RBI, 3 home runs, 5 stolen bases, and only 39 games played. So he's not that bad, though. He's an alright player for the backups. But the thing is with Dalton Pompey is we'd have to go and bring down Kiki Escalona because Kiki's 19 years old. He can only develop even more. He's probably going to develop a whole lot more if he gets more playing time in the minors. We put Dalton Pompey on the bench as a backup center fielder. But the thing is, what we do with Mark Reynolds, unless we find a trade for Mark Reynolds in this deal with Erasmus. Let's throw in Reynolds here. I want to see this. So Reynolds adds just a little bit of trade value, just a tiny bit, a sliver of it. But can we get a backup infielder from the Blue Jays in exchange for Mark Reynolds? I want to see this. We need a guy like a 72 overall at least, something like that. Or even a 70 would be good. We have Kevin Cordova. He's alright there for a backup. We have Kendrys Morales, but he's making like $5 million. But Kendrys, that wouldn't work though for us. Even though we actually have the cap. We have the cap for it though, for sure. I'll check this out though. We have Mark Reynolds there if we do that. But just in Smoke, actually. Smoke's got some power. Right now in real life, he's just killing it for the Jays though. Just in Smoke would work for that. We have Russell Martin as a backup catcher, which we're not going to do. Wait, hold, there's a Reese McGuire here too, but he's too much. We have Tom. Well, his pitcher's okay. So, we have some options here from the Blue Jays. We have even Steve Pearce. That doesn't work, though. Second base, Cordova or Goins. Goins is alright. Cordova, he doesn't have power, but, I mean, he's got a little bit of contact against lefties. That's the thing I like about him. And he's young, too. Mariano Padilla, he's got some contact. But the thing is, he's too much value, though. That's the problem. 25 years old, 76 overall, third base. Shortstop, we do have Richard Arena at a 68 B potential, but he's probably too much too. He is. Can we go in? Is there any center fielders or any fielders that play their backup position as infield? We have Woodman there, is alright. Would Pompey play the infield? He doesn't. Okay, that's stupid. Guerrero Jr., he'd be a beast for us, but he's too much there too. Arena, yeah, I don't know if I can find a trade unless we pick up Smoke there in that deal. Because Justin Smoke's got that beastly looking power. He's got great infielding for a first baseman. I mean, that's all you really need is basically decent, even fielding you really don't need for a first baseman. It's pretty easy to play first base. He's a switch hitter too, which would provide us with a good option at DH possibly if we need to throw him in. Only thing is contact, but I mean his power, we can just go and put him in if we need a pinch hitting situation where we need to get some runs right now. Just to let him hit it into the outfield for a home run possibly. I mean, he's got good power. That's all I really need him for. And he's a fighter too. He's better in the 9th inning or later. So we do have Justin Smoke. He wants to be platoon though. It's a problem. He wants to play DH practically. But he would be happy with being a contender though, because we are a contender. And I'm pretty sure his performance would go up if we go to the Rockies, because we're a better overall organization right now than the Jays in this franchise mode. So we have Smoke, and we do have. Would Kendrys work? Kendrys probably wouldn't work unless we had like another crappy prospect like, I don't know, Roy. Roy would work, but Roy's got stealing though. How about this dude, Larry? Larry be trash, but he's got stealing though too, which we don't need too much. Just throw in Larry if you want to. So we could make this trade for Kendrys Morales as a backup, just power hitter off the bench. I mean, he's got great power, decent contact. Only thing is his fielding, but we can take that on though, I guess. So Kendrys, what does he have? He's got the contact, obviously, and what's wrong with him right now? He's playing bench. That's the problem. So it'll only be getting worse if we put him on the bench. That's the bad thing about that. But if we stick him at DH, which we don't really have that good situation right now, DH, that could work out for us. Right after Mark Reynolds, we do have like almost the same thing as Kendrys, but Kendrys, better contact, almost the same amount of power as him. He's got better plate discipline. His fielding's almost, like, fielding doesn't matter for first baseman, obviously. And Mark Reynolds, he plays third base as well. But we do have, I believe we have another infield prospect on the bench who could play third base and shortstop and second base. So I think we're good for that. Mark Reynolds almost wasting his talent here in Colorado. Put him in Toronto and he might be able to thrive just a bit better. So I think it might be a good idea to go and put our man Mark Reynolds as, I guess, an option in this trade. So if Kendrys Morales, and the thing about Kendrys is he's making $3.7 million. You're probably wondering why I'd be taking on this cap situation. But the thing is Kendrys, if we go and get him in this trade, just go and trade him in the offseason for some crappy prospect, like some C prospect guys who are like 21 years old. We could do that always in the offseason with Kendrys because he has 1 year left in his deal. Whereas Pompey, What is he at Pompey at? Final year at 644. He's going to get re-signed by the Jays, obviously, at a cheap price tag. Whereas Pompey, I think he'd be a good option in this overall franchise mode for a backup outfielder. He's Canadian, 25 years old, 73 overall, beat potential. He's got potential, he's young, he's speedy. This trade, we have Jack Erasmus, the guy we wouldn't even use at all. We have first baseman Mark Reynolds, he's a guy we don't even use at all either. And third base, we have Larry Dagnias, or I don't know how to say it well at all. But this man's never going to develop at all for us. Has C potential, 25 years old, 54 overall. This man's not going to even grow at all for us, barely. So, pretty much we're getting a good outfielder prospect, like prospect in quotations. He plays a little bit of Major League in Pompey, and almost a backup first baseman there, a power hitting first baseman there on the bench with Kendrys Morales. So you could always trade in the offseason for some prospects too. So, I mean, it's only up for us in this trade, though. We're getting a lot of assets we need on this team, like power on the bench. We get the young prospect in the outfield, which means we can bring down Keuchel Escalona to get some more development there in the minors, and Pompey gets his play in the major leagues as a backup player for the outfield. So this trade, I think it's good. Let's go do this trade with Toronto once again. So now you have a young player there in Pompey. We have a everyday player kind of in a way in Kendrys off the bench with that power. So I think this trade benefits both teams in this deal, as now the Jays have another major league player there in Jack Erasmus to go and play pitcher, and plus the deal of Mark Reynolds coming off the bench there to go and hit for them, as their first base issues are just a mess right now. They do have Smoke and Steve Pierce. Pierce probably would play the outfield a little bit too. So pretty much Mark Reynolds gets a starting role there in Toronto as a first baseman. And now let's take a look at Dalton Pompey there in Rockies uniform. So Pompey, he's now in the system. They're 71 overall, 25 years old. He's got a great overall starting stats. 77 fielding, 83 reaction, 75 speed. He's got alright contact, decent power there for what he has right now. And, I mean, now you could probably go and put him in a situation where he could actually play. Whereas Keuchel Escalona, his man looks great and all, but the thing is, I want Keuchel to actually develop there in the minors, because right now, he's turning down with that fielding and the arm strength and all that kind of stuff. So, Keuchel needs more development there in the minors before we bring him up and he can become a stud. So, Keuchel, bring him down to the AAA to get some playing time. Leave Dalton Pompey as a backup center fielder for Blackman and basically right field too in a way. And Patterson, let's see what Patterson's doing right now as a player. So Patterson, I mean, he's almost in the same situation as Pompey, except he's got better power in a way. So pretty much same player there in Patterson and Pompey. Both have beat potential, both are 25, 26 years old, and both are just alright players there in their own minds. So take a look at our bench now. I want to see our bench. So on the bench, we have Dalton Pompey, Kendrys Morales, Pat Valaika, Anthony Walters there playing just backup roles. We could put in Patterson, switch in Patterson and Kendrys Morales every once in a while to go play DH, because Kendrys, he has that power and the contact. Why not use it, I guess? So, Kendrys Morales, what should we put him in actually for? Kendrys, what is he good at? He's good at hitting, left-handed hitting, and I guess actually almost the same thing. As left-handers, he's better at that though than righties. So, in the left-handed DH, bring in Kendrys as our backup DH player, or as our DH player right there. Now Kendrys gets some playing time there as a switch hitter. And where else can we put him here for these lineups? I mean, right-handed hitting, I really have no idea if we could even put him in at right-handed hitting, actually. So in this lineup right now, we do have, I guess, Patterson at DH, whereas Pompey would serve mainly as a pinch runner kind of situation guy, because he's got the 75 speed. I mean, he's great at what he does when he comes to running the bases. So, Pompey would be a great player for the MLB club with his fielding and his speed on the team. And basically, he's just an alright backup player, though, for the team, the switch hitting ability, too. But Kendrys provides the power off the bench right there, the contact against lefties, 83, and his power at 69, and a 61, and his durability at a 90. See, this man barely gets injured too much at all, and he'd be a great overall backup player to go and pinch hit in the 7th inning if we're down by like 1 run. So, Brick Ford, Kendrys on the bench right there, and Pat just great overall backup player for the infield as well. And Tony Walters, backup catcher in the bench. So, right now I think our lineup's pretty much good, unless you could probably go and put Patterson in, or put Pompey in sometimes for DH, which we could do that too. Or even sometimes just put in, actually no, DH right there for lefties would be Kendrys, and DH against righties would be Patterson. Okay, so never mind. Actually, Patterson plays DH one lineup, and then we put in Kendrys for one lineup as left-handed hitting DH right there. So, his trade works, I guess, in a way. That way, Keuchel goes down in the minors, gets even better than he is right now, and comes back next season with even better stats right now than he is right now. Because right now in the major leagues, he wasn't playing well at all, though. So he just needs a fresh start there in the minors to go and refine his bat and play better next year. So, I think our lineup is good right now. Plus, you got rid of the cancerous Jack Erasmus out of our rotation. He's no longer there to go and stink it up with his bad attitude against his contract. So, as of right now, our pitching, we do have John Gray at 2.59 ERA. He's playing very well. Anderson at 3.42, 4.36 for Stephen Wright, and 3.65 for Robbie Ray, and Jimenez at a 3.82. Whereas we do have Fenn at a 3.29, we have Ben Bowen at a 1.93, Chamberlain at a 5.8, Salas at a 4.22, Jake McGee at a 2.22, now Adam Ottavino at a 4.5. So, our rotation looking great there, our bullpen looking alright, I guess, as our lineup card looking fantastic right now with our hitting ability as we have DJ LeMahieu at a 322, David Dahl at a 323, 259 out of Nolan Arenado, a 286 out of Blackman, a 242 out of Kutch, we have a 240 out of Desmond, a 372 out of Trevor Story, a 250 out of Patterson, and a 214 out of Oscar Hernandez. Whereas, everyone's looking good though, and we have a Pompey at 242, Pat Valek at a 208, and we have Patterson at 250, and Kendry's at a 203 right now, as of right now. So, I mean, Kendry's refines his bat, hopefully, and now you have 2 switch hitters on the bench for this team, which we needed desperately to go and get some more versatility here in our left-handed and right-handed batting. So sim up to this Detroit game and see what we look like as our All-Star games. So we have Futures game. I actually want to see this. Let's stop simulating and check out this Futures game right there. So where's the Futures game right there? Okay, play game. And where is one of our players? It says we have one of our players on one of the teams, and I don't know if it's US or the Worlds. Let's go to this. And do we have any pitchers on here? We do not have any pitchers yet on that lineup. What about on the other one? I don't think we do have any pitchers on the other lineup too. We'll just go and pick one random guy. But on the lineup there, we do have Rody Sleeves, we have Cody Bellinger. We have a decent amount of players that I know of in this team. We have Brendan Rodgers, there he is. So Brendan Rodgers there at a 67 overall as a backup player on the Futures game for All-Stars. So, I don't know about if there's any other players on the other team. Didn't look like it for the starting lineup, so we do not have any other players on that team. But we'll go and check out the very next thing, which is our MLB All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. So, Home Run Derby, I'm guessing it might be Nolan Arenado basically participating in this year's Home Run Derby. And it looks like it is. There he is. So, holding nearly 25 home runs on the season. He's playing very well as of right now. Whereas the best player right now is Stanton, obviously, at 26 home runs. Corey Seager, 26. And then we have third Nolan Arenado at 25. Dickerson at 24. And they have Brandon Bell at 24, and so on and so forth. So, Holy Noli is now an All-Star there as a Home Run Derby participant. I want to see what our All-Star teams are as of right now. So, awards, All-Star voting, who's on there? So, Clayton Kershaw looks to be the starter there at 546k votes. But where is John Gray, though? Gray is all the way down here at 241 there. Whereas relief pitchers, do we have any relief pitchers on this team? We have Ben Bowden there in 4th place. So 173k votes for the rookie Ben Bowden there. He's playing fantastic this season for these Rockies. Plus, you have Jake McGee there at a 0.9, at a 215 ERA and 155k votes. And Daniel Finn at 123k votes. Anybody else in here? And I think that might be it for top players right there. Closing pitchers, we do have Kenley Jansen there as the starter, Wade Davis, but where is our closer though? Our closer, Adam Ottavino, at a 242k votes. Then catcher, where's our catcher? And I don't think we really have too many catchers there because we're basically sharing the catching role with Hernandez and Tony Walters. But Hernandez, 132k votes at 218 batting average on the season. First base, where is Ian Desmond? Ian's all the way down there, 299k votes, not that bad. Second base, we do have look at second base, we have DJ LeMahieu at 491k votes. He's probably going to be starting there in the All-Star game at second base. So we have a starter there in DJ LeMahieu finally on this team. Third base, the starter himself, Nolan Arenado, 531k votes. He's our starter this year for the All-Star game as well. So 2 starters so far in DJ and Nolan. Then shortstop, we have Corey Seager there leading with 678k votes. Huge lead over Jung-Ho Kong. Then Story there at 351k votes in like 4th or 5th place. I think like 5th place. Then we at left field, we have Ryan Braun starting the game. And then there's David Dahl there in 4th at 453k votes. Then in center field, we have Blackman in 2nd there, 609k votes. He's playing fantastic right now at 293 batting average. Then right field, we have Bryce Harper starting, the man himself. But where is Kutch there? He's 345k votes there in like 6th place. So we have a lot of good All-Stars this season on the team. We have DJ and Nolan there starting at 2nd and 3rd. Then we have a few close calls right there, David Dahl and Blackman, both in like 4th and 2nd place there in their positions. Plus you have Ben Bowden there in, looks like 4th there for relief pitchers. So we could have some All-Stars potentially on the bench this season for this year's All-Star game. So let's go sim to that and see if you have a few All-Stars there besides DJ and Nolan who are starting. Let's go sim this. Okay, so we have a few there, obviously, obviously at least 2 there for starters. But who is our backups, though? And it looks like, who's on here for pitchers? And it looks like he did not make it, damn it. So, Benbow did not make it there as relief pitcher there in the All-Star game for this season. But our starting lineup, though, we do have AJ Pollock, Bryce Harper, Corey Seager, Freddie Freeman, Anthony Rizzo, Nolan Arenado, Ryan Braun, DJ LeMahieu, and Buster Posey. But the backups, Travis, we do have Devin Marasco, Will Myers, Josh Harrison, JP Crawford, Chris Bryant, Paul Goldschmidt, Charlie Blackmon there, and Kyle Schwarber, Michael Brantley, and Giancarlo Stanton. So Michael Brantley made it there as a backup left fielder, but we do have our man Charlie Blackmon there in center field as a backup. So we have 3 All-Stars this season for this Rockies franchise, but with a big difference from 0 last year, or at least 1, I guess, with Salas last year. So 3-1, this year's better than last year when it comes to All-Star appearances for these Colorado Rockies. So it's pretty cool to see that there, as we do have some All-Stars this season, but we'll go and sim this and see if we win this rights for the World Series. I don't know if it even exists in this game anymore, but it's almost the same thing with the qualifying rule. I don't know if it exists still in this game, or if they take it out just right after the first season. I'm not really sure. So go sim this, and then L1 against the AL here in the 2018 MLB All-Star game. So I'm calling it, though. Must have been Nolan Arenado there hitting some homers there in the All-Star game, but it doesn't really matter with that. They won 9-8, though, so close game there for both All-Star teams. But is there a way to see the box score, though? There's not. Damn it. Wait, unless... Oh, it doesn't look like it. So we cannot see the box score there, but I mean, Nolan could have had a good game, though. So let's go with sim, I guess, up to this Phillies game and see what our team looks like at that game. So a huge blockbuster just went down here in this season as Dallas Keuchel is now a member of the Milwaukee Brewers. So huge blockbuster. Ryan Braun, he's now an Astro, and Junior Guerrero still is now an Astro as well. So Braun and Guerrero go to the Brewers there in exchange for Dallas Keuchel, who I had no idea he even get traded this season. He's got a 3.76 ERA, though. He's playing just terrible. But, I mean, he's on his last year of his deal. He's going to be a free agent, obviously. So, I mean, it's almost like a rental for Dallas Keuchel this season. Whereas Braun and Guerrero, I want to see what they look like in their uniform. But huge trades that are going down. Let's see this. So, where is Ryan Braun there as the newest member of the Astros? Let's go to the Astros here in Texas and see what he looks like there in a uniform. So, I don't know why they even acquired them, though. I thought they had a good outfield. Hold up. Left field, I mean, they don't have a good left fielder. Okay, that's understandable. They have Springer there in center, and they have Reddick there in right. So, news left fielder Ryan Braun, now an Astro. I want to see what he looks like there in the uniform. Number 8, now Ryan Braun is now a Houston Astros. So, it's weird to see him there as an Astro, though. I've always known him as a Brewer, but I guess now he's an Astro in this game. So, we're going to go look at Junior Guerrero there in his uniform as an Astro as well. So where's Guerrero there? I think he's like an 81. There he is. So Junior Guerrero adds to the rotation there as almost like a third man in the rotation. 81 overall, 33 years old, now a member of the Astros. So there he is in the Astros uniform as now he's the newest member of the Astros. So let's take a look at what Dallas Keuchel looks like in a Milwaukee Brewers uniform. Dallas on top of the Brewers organization there, 87 overall, 30 years old, but he's probably going to be a free agent at the end of the season. So almost like a rental in a way. Hopefully they could try and re-sign him, though. I mean, if you're giving up Ryan Braun and Junior Guerrero, you got to get something back. So hopefully he re-signs, but nonetheless, spend all of his years in Houston, now going to be a Milwaukee Brewer this season. So this season, 3.76 ERA, he's played like crap in the past 3 years, I guess, as 104 strikeouts, 44 walks. This man has not been the same ever since his 2015 huge season there, 2.48 ERA. He played fantastic in 2015. Ever since, he's been trending down there slowly but surely. So, Dallas Keuchel now a member of the Brewers. Take a look at him in the uniform. Number 60 with that beard now in Milwaukee. That beard is sick, though. But I want to see the rest of the Brewers uniforms, though. We have Eric Thames, who's an 86 overall this season. Thames is just killing it in real life. What's his stats this season in this game? He's hit 60 home runs, 56 RBI, 11 stolen bases, and a 285 batting average. So, he's playing fantastic there for the Brewers there. But we'll take a look at one last thing before he sim. Actually, no, we'll probably just sim this. One last game. Right there. And we won against Milwaukee, or the Twins, sorry. So, 93 game against the Twins. This year, or this month, hasn't been the greatest for simming, but I mean, it's alright though. 53-43 record. Still 10 games above 500 as... I want to see if we can play Carlos Carrasco there in the Phillies. And we can, okay. So, Stephen Wright versus Carlos Carrasco, the knuckleballer versus Karros. Hopefully we can go and kill it. But he's got a 2.1 ERA. He's killing it this season. And right now the Phillies are 46 and 48. They're close to maybe making the playoffs if their division is weak this season. So take a look at this in the standings. So we're second in the NL West. There, the Dodgers obviously 63 and 32. They're killing it. We're 53 and 43 record. 10.5 games out of first place there in the NL West. Whereas the Giants 12.5 games back, 18 games back for the Diamondbacks, and 35.5 games back for the Padres. So, man, just a messer for the Padres. We're number 1 in the wild card in the NL West, or the NL in general, along with the Giants. And the Brewers 1.5 games back out of a wild card spot there for the season. So the Brewers trying to do something here with Dallas Keuchel there in the rotation. Hopefully he can go and claim his 2015 form and play well for them down the stretch. But the Phillies are 46 and 48. They're 4 games back out of a wild card spot. But where's their division? I want to see this. They're second in the division. They're 8 games back of the Nationals. They're not going to catch them, but still, they're kind of close to the playoffs, though. You never know if they might make it or not. They're tied with the Braves for second in the division, so they got some competition there for that wild card spot. But nonetheless, number 1 in the wild card are your Rockies this season, right, as of right now. So let's step up to this game here and see if we win. We won that game. First game of the Phillies series, 32 there against Fernando Abad, the man I wanted to get, though. So Ben Bowden got the W there at a 173 ERA. I want to check this game up before we go and end this episode off right there. But we'll go and check the stats out. So how well did he play, though? Looks like LeMahieu had a double, Arenado had a home run, Arenado 2 RBI, and 1 from Kutch. Where's our pitching? We had Anderson's 5.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run. Perfect start out of Anderson, though. We had Bowden 0.1 innings pitched, and he got the W, though, I guess. So, I mean, Ben Bowden only needed to get 1 out, and he got the W on the day, 7-1 record on the season. So, I mean, our reliever is playing alright, though. We have McGee playing fantastic, we have Bowden playing fantastic, whereas Chamberlain kind of struggling, I guess, there with his ERA. But other than that, though, he's played pretty decent whenever you put him in, though, for this game. But anyway, I'll go and end this episode off right here. Make sure to like, subscribe for more Rockies franchise. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.